Pizza time.
Pizza!
Here we go. It is episode 59 of A Pizza My Life, a very, very special episode, special edition. Sean Sauce is off for the week, so I have brought in three of my closest friends, a small reunion of the 2005 Churchill Chargers varsity football team.
Wow.
I, of course, am number 85, Pizza Eric. To my right here, wide receiver, number 2 on the team, Tyler. We also have number 77, the Legacy.
Legacy for life.
Windbreaker Brad.
Ruin the legacy.
Mike Manugian to Brad Edmonds.
Everything that was great about 77 died that year.
And
That's not
then,
true.
of course, we have wide receiver number 18, and also maybe safety, Ryan LeGardner.
I played defensive
Maybe
end.
safety.
I played defensive end.
The
String.
the Garden Snake.
Slithered through the O-line.
Yeah, slithering through. That was where we all kind of, at least where I kind of met you guys. That was where it started for me, because before that, I mean, you guys are all in the grade above me, so I didn't really have much interaction, much classes with you guys. Football is where it started for me.
This is true.
Yeah.
We have that.
And to be honest, I got off on the wrong foot with Eric
I didn't like Eric.
because he cost us a lot of extra 300 clubs that year. So
Eric was a very slow runner.
Eric
I was
got
like,
off
this is
on
what
the
I
wrong
get.
foot.
My senior year, I played football for 4 years. My last year, I got to work the hardest in conditioning because this one kid comes in and cannot make his time on 300 club.
It was the only year I played football, and I just did it because in the previous fall and winter, the NHL had a lockout. So I kind of lost interest in hockey and gained interest in football, and I said, well, I should do a sport before my high school career wraps up. So I chose
Really?
football and just kind of jumped up on it on a whim. At the end of my sophomore year, they put out an announcement, hey, anyone who's interested in being on the football team next year, show up to the cafeteria. So I did that, did not have a ride home. I walked home from Churchill that day. And it was
That's like a 5 mile
Like
walk.
5 miles.
yeah, it was a solid walk, and I was like, oh, that'll help me just get started. I'll start getting in shape and stuff. I had to carry like a backpack though, so it's like you can't jog with a backpack. And I made it maybe one house before I was like, I am not jogging.
Before you're like,
So-
I really regret not telling my mom that I had this meeting to go to.
I didn't even know I had the meeting. It was literally that morning, the morning announcement, that I was like, oh, you know what? I want to do. I want to do the football team, and they give you like a little sheet of paper of like the off-season conditioning.
Yeah, you got a calendar. You remember that, Brad?
Not really. I don't remember the calendar. I don't think I looked at
It
it.
says conditioning start of doubles,
Yeah,
equipment pass out.
I must have threw it away right
yeah,
away.
2 days. Well, I mean, you live right next to the school, so you just had to look
I was
over and
just
be like,
like-
"Oh shit, that looks like practice." But
You
I
hear
get
all
over
those
there.
guys making grunting noises over there? That's where I got to be.
Whistles being blown.
Yeah, whistles being blown.
Me throwing up in the background.
Fryer charging to my house if I decide to skip.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, that was never happening. You're just right there.
that definitely happened.
No, it happened. He skipped a practice, and Fryer came to his house.
That's fucking funny. I actually didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What do you?
I actually opened the door. Fryer was at the door. I opened the door and I had a plate of lasagna in my hand.
Oh my god.
And what did he say to you? Just like, "Hey,
He was awfully,
set that
I
lasagna
don't know
down."
if he brought any of the team with him. Maybe he made the old lineman jog over to my house as well. 'Cause
What
it
year
wasn't
was
that
this?
far. It was probably junior year. No, maybe senior year.
And you
It
were
wasn't
just.
might have
senior
been
year. It wasn't.
Why were you skipping the
Must have
practice
been
that
junior
day?
year, because of my whole collarbone deal. I broke my collarbone and I kind of lost motivation. What?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you're not going to do anything at practice anyways. Why do you even have to go?
I broke my
Yeah.
collarbone. I went to every single literal practice. Did not miss a single one.
Brad
I
broke his
almost
collarbone
like basically quit on the team. I was like, ew, I broke my collarbone. What? Why even go to
in a
practice?
non-contact drill.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
rolling.
I'll
I watched him
recreate
do
for
it
you.
too.
Yeah.
Just jumped straight up, came right down on his shoulder. And I saw a look on his face. It was just like pain. I was like, oh yeah, Brad fucked himself
Brad broke
right
something.
up.
Brad broke
Yikes.
something.
That was
he walked-
always.
He walked right over to Coach and was like, Coach, I think I broke my shoulder. It was like, get the fuck out of my drill.
Turns out I'm pretty smart. I knew exactly what I broke.
Yeah,
My
you're
shoulder.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
Collarbone.
That was always awkward at practice. You always had like the 4 or 5 injured people that just had to
Yeah.
stand there on the sideline.
In
They
their
couldn't
jeans.
do anything.
In their jeans, practice jerseys.
One of my favorite stories from that year, the football season, was the classic joke that Tyler laid on. The head coach is giving us a breakdown at the end of practice, and he's telling us, going into the Friday game, he says for Friday, we would wear jerseys to the school that day. And so he is speaking, we would wear black jerseys. That was what he was supposed to say, at least. And he gets up there and he goes, "Hey guys, tomorrow make sure you're wearing your blue jerseys." And Tyler shouts out and goes,
he gets up there, make sure you're wearing your black jeans. And I said, yeah, and our blue jerseys, coach. And he looks at me, he's like, Pavlik, you've been waiting all year to make that comment, haven't you? Yeah. And Fryer circles around the hole where we're taking our knees, walks up behind me, and literally kicks me straight in my ass.
I mean, but it was just such perfect timing. It was the opportunity was there, and you had to take it.
I had to take it.
I don't know if you're waiting all year for that. You don't know that's ever coming. But
and then Philly made wide receivers clean the field that day, grab all the practice equipment and shit.
Thanks, Tyler.
That's where you lost all your friends.
It was worthwhile. It was a memorable moment.
Ryan, that was also was that the only year you did football, correct?
Yeah.
What made you do football that year?
Brad.
It was just Brad,
Yeah,
really?
it was literally just Brad.
Oh, and Cameron.
Thanks, man.
No, Brad. I think Brad convinced me, Clint,
Clint.
and Cameron all to play.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey guys, I'm doing this. You guys should do it." And I was just like, "Yeah, what's so bad?" And then I threw up every day, all day.
For sure.
I
threw
remember
up
not
every
thinking that
time.
you would make it, and then your determination really kind of blew me
Oh, I
away.
was convinced you were
No,
quitting,
in the
for sure.
in the post season ceremony or whatever we did, he goes, "Gardner, I didn't really think you would make it. Thanks, coach." And that's all he said.
Wow.
Was that.
He said the same thing about me. Like,
Not
give me
even-
a
He didn't say
chance,
anything.
too. He was like, Pavlik, he came to just about every practice and put in a good effort. Yeah, let's hear for Tyler. I was like, Coach, really? That's what I get? 4 years of busting my ass. That's what I get.
He tried his best.
Not even like, hey, Tyler's nice or something. Tyler's a fun guy. No, Tyler, he came to practice. Yeah, let's hear for Tyler.
Yeah.
You didn't shout out that you smacked what's his face in the balls.
Pastor was the year before.
Pastor.
And that was not true. He made that up.
Oh.
Because I walked up, I pulled down his drawers, gave him pants. Not his. I didn't take his underwear down, but I just pulled down his gym shorts to reveal his whitey tighties. And he like shoved me. So I punched him like more in the stomach area, and then he like got his wind knocked out, and then like everyone's like, "Why are you hurt? Why are you hurt?" And he's like, "Pavlik hit me in the balls," and I was like, "I fucking didn't." And then everyone hated me for like 3 weeks.
You were in.
It was not good.
We were
Yeah,
all gonna like fight you as a squad.
yeah, that was actually bad for me.
Oh my god.
cry.
That's funny though. So much from that year, I mean, at least for me, was very important because that's where I started hanging out with like you guys and that friend group.
Yep.
And it all started because I don't know how I became friends with Ryan first, and he came over to me in the locker room one day. We were watching film or something. He comes over to me and he's like, and he sits next to me. I'm like a loner kid. I'm very lost
Nobody
at this
likes
point
you.
in my life. I have no like friend group. None. And I'm just like playing football. Like, let me give it a try. And I'm not doing well.
Starting linebacker.
Ryan comes over to me. Yeah, right.
It's the same way I started.
Yeah.
And me.
Ryan comes over to me and he's like, hey, give me your phone. Like, let's. He gives me my phone and he types in Brad's number and he texts like he sent Brad like something like, "I'm looking at your dick" or something like that. And then we look over and Brad's
Sounds
just
about
like
right.
looking at his phone in the locker room like, what?
Just got out of the shower.
Who? Like
Brad fuck is looking at my dick.
Who is this?
From a number I don't have.
Yeah. And Brad wasn't even naked at that point. He was regularly dressed.
We all saw
Just
you there.
saw this like random phone number text him, but that's what started it all. And then Brad's, you're such a friendly guy. You're like, hey, yeah, this is what's going on. Like, we're hanging out. Like, come on over.
That's kind of the cool thing about our little friend group was it was basically open to whoever wanted to be in there. Whoever wanted to be in. This is where we're going to be. We're going to be hanging out outside of Tim Hortons or whatever.
Taco Bell.
We never went to Tim
Until-
Hortons. I don't think a single time we ever
We're
went
going to
to
be
Tim
hanging
Hortons.
out at the long table in Taco Bell.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And
Yeah.
that is what we're going to be
And
doing.
Subway.
That's where it's at. Yeah.
Because every fucking buddy worked at Subway.
And Brad's basement.
Yep.
Yeah. That was literally, that was the invitation. It was either, hey, we're at Subway because Brad's working and with Clint, or we're going to Brad's house,
That's basically it.
and we're just hanging out at Brad's house playing Guitar Hero until 2 in the morning.
Good times. Good times.
No.
And the other thing we played, of
Guitar
course,
Hero.
was
That's good.
Smash Brothers for Nintendo 64.
Represent.
So we all have, if you're watching the video, you see we all have these nice matching shirts.
If you can see past our pecs, you
Who
got
bought
a
these?
T-shirt.
Did you buy
Eric.
these?
I bought them, yeah.
You bought them all for all of
They were
us?
Christmas presents.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's
Come
just
on,
like, here you
man.
How
guys
much did that
go.
cost you,
I
Gunnar?
have zero memory.
It's kind of kept
You
us.
don't even smoke the Buddha.
No.
You should have your memory.
I take Ambien. I have early onset Alzheimer's
Everyone go
at 32.
through and list your favorite vice that you have.
Mine's caffeine, I'll say it.
Okay, mine's weed.
Mine's Ambien.
Mine's midday naps for sure.
Naps?
Yeah, ruins everything.
I don't think I can get away
Yeah,
from
they will
the
screw you up.
caffeine.
Yes,
Tara
I do.
took a midday nap before we got our taxes done, and like she could not wake up for shit before we were getting our taxes. I'm like, dude, this is fucking important. Like, you need to wake up right now. And she's like, on the way to, I'm driving. I was like, dude, like,
No offense, but I'm going to
Get-
smack you on your
get
cheeks
awake
because-
here.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up.
What
And
do I
she's
have to
like,
do,
we
shake
get there. She made the appointment. She didn't remember who she made the appointment with. I'm like, dude, you need to fucking wake up. Like, you're gonna fuck this up. Like you're gonna do something wrong here. She's like, I just don't remember. I need to. I was like, I told you this is a bad idea. She went for it anyway.
I haven't taken a nap in 20 years.
I don't do it either. It's a disaster.
Yeah, I'm not a big nap person. If anything, if I wake up early or I'm tired during the day, I always just think I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
You were late to work? You work in the kitchen.
That is true.
15
yeah.
minutes late.
This past week,
It's
yeah.
a long commute.
It's not even like you hit traffic. You're like busting ass to get there.
No, I just
Sleepily dragging himself out of bed.
yeah. Oh, well, because my alarm is set for like the last possible minute. Like I'm not waking up 20 minutes before work. I am waking up to give me enough time to kind of do a couple things and then log on and get to work.
I wake up for work at 12:40 in the morning.
You have always been on this like night
terrible.
shift for what is it, like 10 years? Most
Yeah.
of the 10 years now that you've been on the night shift.
It's the worst thing you could think of.
I've known you about 20 years, and I still have no idea what time you work. Like, it's always changing, and I have no idea what time.
We
it is.
just
I
know it's in the
like
night.
odd hours, but it's not.
It's like
first.
2 a.m. to noon, 2 a.m. to 11 a.m.
I won't remember.
Because that's just where you're at now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 months
It'll
from
change.
now,
Yeah,
it'll be
it'll
different.
change.
Yeah, you're
I've
coming
known you
up.
for longer than 20 years.
Probably about that.
Yeah.
Bad
I
fucking
can't
math.
Nah,
remember when
maybe
you're in
about
fourth
20
grade.
exactly.
No, it's 20. It's more than 20.
Oh.
Gotta
Fourth
be.
grade.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would
Dude,
be.
You're what, 10 years old in fourth grade?
I have no fucking
22
clue.
years?
No,
Do you ever
no,
look at a
okay.
kid and you're like, you could be 7 or 13, and I don't know. I don't know the difference.
Yeah, that range anywhere around 10,
You could be
It is
3
very
or 30,
similar.
and I couldn't tell you.
30.
I have no idea. I cannot tell anything. I don't know. I don't like kids.
I can't stand kids.
I don't want to be around kids.
Kids are cool.
There's two kids that I
No.
like, Hannah and Brooklyn. Shout out.
Who the fuck
They're
is
too young
that?
to know.
Who the fuck is
Does your
that?
It's my nieces, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
that makes
Ryan's
sense.
Yeah. You have kids, and they're annoying, but
Ooh.
you like them because they're your own children, and
Yeah.
you're able to tolerate their bullshit. Other people's kids, yeah, they annoy the fuck out of me.
I'm gonna drop kick a
And
baby.
it's your annoyance that you're putting out there. You're like, hey, everyone's got to deal with this kid.
Talk about it. Don't do it.
I don't see you being a good person to
I will
do
beat
lay
the
a
shit
drop
out of a
kick.
baby right
Are you planning on having children?
Baby
in
wouldn't
your
be
life?
hurt at all.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So eventually,
You
maybe-
realize
That's
that we're
not my
not.
child.
You
Straight
realize
up,
that
I
we're
will.
not like 24 anymore, and you have to like move in with your girlfriend and like propose to her and having like, and you
You
got
have to
like
do life.
5 or 6 years to do this before you're like
Is this
getting
an
too
intervention
old
right now?
I'm just saying, we're always like, Ryan, oh yeah, moving in, and all of a sudden he's like, I don't know about that. It's like, but then he's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely fucking having kids.
Eventually, I'm
definitely
just saying,
having
if
kids.
it's not my baby, I'm gonna beat the shit out of a baby.
Wow.
I hate kids.
Eric, edit that out.
I'm not going to edit that in. I'll
I
duplicate
hate
it.
kids.
I'll make him say
Make a poster
twice.
of
Make that a
that.
drop,
It's a
so
picture
you
of me and it says, I hate kids. I will beat the shit out of a baby.
You would not beat the shit out of a baby.
I would not, but I will not like it.
You're not even around.
I will give a baby's parents a dirty look if they're crying too much, though. God damn it.
If your kid is crying in the grocery store, go the fuck home.
Grocery store, I kind of get it's because it's like you don't want to just abandon your cart and stuff. That's kind of you have to do it. But restaurant for sure, get the hell out. Like go outside. Other people are trying to have a
You should
peaceful
be able to
conversation.
Yeah.
You should almost not even take your kid to the restaurant with you because, like, they're too young for it. If they can't handle it, you go to McDonald's. You go in that playpen.
Yeah.
That's the spot to have your 2-3-year-old kids.
What are we saying the age is here before you take them to a nice sit-down restaurant that you're going to spend 45 minutes
14.
at?
You got to
14
know they behave. If you're confident that they can behave, then you're good to go. But if there's a chance that they're going to have a tantrum, no.
My mom says
Get
that I
out
used
there.
to like throw up. As soon as we got into a restaurant, I just throw up. She'd have to catch it with a plate or something.
Oh!
Yeah.
What?
But they kept taking me out. I mean, I remember lots of dinners at Red Lobster.
Terrible.
Where
I've never
I
been
don't
there.
remember puking because I
good.
was too young.
I've never
But
been there.
Red Lobster is good.
yeah.
How old were you when you first went somewhere on an airplane? Because that's another dangerous spot for a baby
Like
crying.
7.
I was like 10.
know.
7.
I was definitely I think I was 9 or 10.
The earliest I
Maybe.
can
Could've been
remember was
14.
about 10. But I know that I went to Colorado when I was an infant, and I feel bad because I probably cried and puked. Because apparently I'd cry till I puke. And that
This is back in the day
changed.
where you could smoke a cigarette on the plane.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting drunk
I
on the
do
plane.
remember being on an airplane, at least in the late 90s. They had the ashtrays built into the
Still have those.
armrest.
Fly Spirit, bro. You can't smoke, but you can look at them.
The old school plane.
You can look at
I
what?
remember smoking in
Ashtrays.
Senate. That's how old we are. We go to Senate,
dude.
have our meal halfway
Yeah.
through. You light a cigarette up, take a little break.
You walk into a restaurant and they say, do you want the smoking section or non-smoking section?
Yeah.
I remember back when we were real young, the smoking section was like the bigger of the two sections and had way more people in it. Now it's like
I think it depends on where you went.
smoking, non-smoking.
Things have changed a little.
You know,
Yeah.
now
lot.
it's just
Yeah.
don't even you
It
can't
changed
do
a
it.
lot. I remember there's some restaurants I walk in and I was like, I remember that area was the smoking section.
Senate right in front of that window there.
Yeah.
Halfway through my pancakes, gotta light up 2 cigarettes here back to back before I finish the
yeah.
second half.
I wish you could have smoked a bowl in Senate.
Just sparking up the Chiba in the middle
That
of your
would have been
pancakes.
cool.
Someday we'll get there.
Maybe that's the
I think we'll
future,
get there.
once things really get legalized here.
It's secondhand smoke though. I think maybe vape. Maybe vape in Senate.
You might be able to do that now.
I think you can.
Vape the weed, I say.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's
Probably
a little bit
vape the
different.
weed now.
Not vape, regular vape.
One of the things that I was thinking, would you ever move for a job? Like if a job offered you
Legit
something-
question.
Well, it depends on how much money extra. Would you do it for a lateral? I wouldn't.
No, not for
the
a
same
lateral move,
position.
Yeah.
No,
At this point, definitely
20% raise.
That's your minimum?
Yeah,
not. Wow.
$10,000 a year at least.
That's
Okay, so now
that's
we're
a
doing
low
the math here, and
It's like
that
a
makes
5%
50,000 a year.
Yeah.
About a little over last year. But
Yeah.
that's not including Bitcoin money though. So
Whoa.
that did well.
I still have no fucking. I don't know anything about Bitcoin.
How do you not? You're a big internet
Let's
guy.
not
I
derail
don't know anything.
Too much to the Bitcoin.
Somebody started
but
talking about mining and shit. I thought they were talking about Minecraft.
Nope.
It's not the same.
RuneScape.
It's different.
Oh,
Yeah, Bitcoin is different from RuneScape.
Being a married man, there's a lot more that goes into the whole moving, changing jobs.
Yes.
wouldn't know.
You would have to, your wife or
There's a whole
your
nother
significant other
opinion that goes
would
into
have
it.
to figure
Yeah.
out their employment
Yeah, sell the
with
house.
that move.
You will figure out very shortly here, Ty.
Yeah.
It is not all about you. Fucking,
It's not
Tara would not want to move. I guess when you're a teacher, you got to start back at the bottom of the ladder in terms of pay.
Yeah.
Even if you've been a teacher 20 years, you move districts, you got to start at the very bottom again. So it like really behooves you to stay in your own district.
behooves you.
I wouldn't have
That's a
thought of that
word.
word. Good word. Good word.
No,
It's
you
because you got that extra rest last night.
exactly.
Tyler has
I got an extra hour of sleep that you guys didn't get.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I could kind of tell I was snoring, and because like the big snore will wake me up, and I like woke up. I'm like, okay, maybe they didn't notice that. It was like turned out, no, you guys noticed.
We noticed
some
it.
snoring.
Made videos. So, yeah, last night for the people listening here, we watched the new Justice League, which
Yes.
just came out. Justice League is
Short film.
4 hours long,
Short film.
but it is good. It's a much better version than the theatrical version.
However, even the most determined moviegoers may fall asleep at a 4-hour-long movie.
Yeah.
You hit that 3-hour mark.
You get comfortable on the couch. It's late at night. You've been working all week.
The spot you were
Literally
sitting in
had
was
the
also cursed.
the irresistible urge to pass out. Like I was sitting there consciously saying to myself, stay awake, and then I would find myself nodding off. There's just no way around it.
Sometimes that happens. I know the feeling. You just get too comfortable. You're locked in. Those eyes get way too. The eyelids get heavy.
Oh yeah.
Did
There's
you
nothing
guys?
can do about it?
Did you guys see the news? There is a new champion for most biggest box office movie of all time. This is very recent news. Avatar is now above Avengers Endgame.
I'm glad they
Did
finally
they
got there
re-release
after,
Avengers
like,
again?
So they,
Or, I mean, Avatar again?
so movie theaters are reopening in China. They're starting to open back up again, and one of the movies they decided to put in there was Avatar. And Avatar was only like $800,000 behind Endgame. So it's now back to being the highest grossing film of all time.
I don't know how things work in China.
Endgame's got to be so pissed because
Money
they
still works.
re-released
Did you
Endgame
just
to
hit
make
yourself
it
in the
longer.
face with the microphone?
Trying to talk with my hands here, people.
You just
I
got to
don't
hold
know how
that
things
microphone.
work in China.
I don't know what you're doing, man. You're way all over the place.
But did they re-release it?
Yeah,
Or
so
what? 'Cause
they
this movie's
re-released
15
it.
years old.
They're just because there's no new movies to put into the theaters, so they're deciding what to put back out there. I think this is a move by Disney, just because Disney has Avatar and Avengers. Now this is a thing that's going to be going on
them
for
at 1 and 2.
for a while, because now they've put Avatar back on top. Eventually they'll have here's Avengers back in the theater.
Is Titanic still 3, or is that falling down further?
I think so. Titanic, I think, is still 3, which is
That's
remarkable.
impressive. Yeah, from
I've
the
never
90s.
seen the movie.
You ever seen Titanic?
Never.
I've probably seen it 5 times.
That was a
No.
life-changing
Good one.
movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. First movie I saw boobs in.
I was sitting next to my grandmother. And
There's
my
boobs
mother
in
the
Titanic?
theater.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is.
Dude.
There's titters.
He draws her. That's like a famous part of the
Decent
movie.
titters?
Boobs.
Yeah.
I like the boobs.
I might
There
watch
was
it.
definitely
As a
boobs.
9-year-old,
watch it.
I
was,
recommend watching it. It's a good movie.
I was captivated. Let's just say it that way.
I was interested in that.
That was
scene.
me with Starship Troopers.
That
Yeah,
was a
there's
great
boobs in
movie,
that
too.
one too. Yeah.
Great movie. I love
The co-ed shower scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuke 'em,
That's like the future right there. If we
Yeah.
get to that level of future gender comfort, like then we've really accomplished what we're going for in life. I feel like
I
where
don't
men
know.
and women are showering together.
Yeah, you can't have that.
Personally, I like my own shower. I like to be in the shower by myself, alone. And
Can
just
you imagine
scrub
being
the dub-dubbing?
being a high schooler, being in that like age of like hormones and uncontrollable
no.
boners, and
That'd
you
be-
have to shower with the girls? That's
That'd be
not
a problem.
happening.
Yeah, this was adults though.
Never getting there.
Teenagers can't. Let 'em.
Never getting there.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
You can't have
Eric,
that.
you're gonna have to edit half this shit out.
I don't even know if this is making sense. Is this a good episode? I have no idea.
This is
Are
the
we
worst
just,
episode you've ever
Not
had.
so far.
Are we just
Unorganized.
all over the place?
You have.
Maybe we are.
Let's slow the roll a little bit. Do you have any
We're
idea
talking
what
about-
Sean Sauce is up to today instead of doing the podcast?
I have no idea. Maybe
He's watching
he's
Titanic.
We said,
He's drawing
Sean,
lady titters.
we don't need you.
Sean. I honestly though, like the fun thing is,
Call
so,
him
like
Scene. What's his name? His name is Scene.
so if,
CN.
I played that game with him. I was like, pronounce Bean or
Yeah.
pronounce Bean. He's like, oh, I see what you're doing.
Bon.
yeah,
Dawn.
go check out that in episode 45.
Tuller.
This is
You spelled your own name wrong.
I did not. You did. And you have been gaslighting
Signed
me
up for
years.
ESPN and spelled his own fucking name wrong.
You've been gaslighting me for years.
I have a screenshot. That is it is spelled wrong. But no, outside of so obviously I think you three and Sean, because I always like to think what would be if I was getting married, who would be my groomsmen? Who would be like up there with me? I
not
think
even
right now
close to
my
that.
list is you three and Sean.
You're not even close to that.
What if you
And
needed?
not close to
What
it,
if you
but-
needed one more?
If I needed one more, then it's my brother.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
that's-
think-
Sitting on the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the bubble.
Don't you have to have your brother in?
No,
No.
because you know what I found out when my brother got married is that you don't have to have your sibling up there with you.
Get fucked.
When your brother got married.
Yeah, he got shit. Get
So-
shit on.
Nice, nice.
So we'll see how the numbers fall for him if that ever happens.
I'm honored to be in your top 4.
Yeah.
You're number 4, but not bad.
I mean, if I'm number 4, I'm fine with that. Because sadly, for my wedding, it's well known that you guys were right on the cusp.
Yeah.
Right on the cusp.
Well, some of us were in it.
Tyler was
Some
in
of us
it.
were in it.
Tyler was in it.
Some of
Yeah.
us were in
You
it.
had too many brothers, I would say, to put in it.
We have Megan's
2
brother
brothers
to
of my
work with
own
as
and
well.
Megan's brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Had to put in Mike.
That occupies 3 of my 5 spots.
But you let Ryan at least got to show people to their seat.
You
I
were not
watched
That
sure.
was
I
because
walked his
Ryan.
mother
That
down
was
the
because
aisle.
Ryan was so unbelievably butthurt
Yes.
about not being in the gruesome part that we had to
still
give him
is.
a job.
I
You're
will never
coming up
let
on-
him.
Like you
No.
can do something.
We're coming up on 6 years later. He's still unbelievably
I will
butthurt.
not let
I
go.
can see the hurt in his butt
I was
from here.
unhappy.
Fuck you.
Your butt's been
He
screaming
said to me,
at
"He's
us all
like,
afternoon.
he's like, dude, I've known Brad like way longer than you." I was like, "Dude, I've lived with him for the past 2 years."
Doesn't fucking matter.
It does.
I rode my bike past the high school to go to his house to walk to high school with him.
You did. You did. You come
Fuck
over. And we
you!
Brad and I were also broken collarbone brothers junior year.
I broke my.
Dude,
Were you guys there when I broke
BCBs.
mine?
BCBs.
That was
Were
after
you
high
there?
school. No,
I
I was
know.
at school.
Were you there?
At Central.
Where?
When I broke my collarbone.
Yeah, I was there. When
Were you
Ryan
there?
Wood just
I was not
threw you
there.
to the
I
ground.
was out of
I
bounds
heard
and he
about that.
tackled me and broke and was like, I guess it happened.
Yeah, that's another thing that you will not let go.
I was so
Is that
concussed.
you were out of bounds and should not have been
I was
tackled.
so concussed.
He called me. He's like, "What did it feel like when you broke your collarbone?" I was like, "Dude, I couldn't move my arm at all. It felt like
Did
it was
you hear
gonna
a pop?
fall out." He's like, "I think I broke my collarbone." I was like,
Well, yeah,
"Whoa."
sounds about right. I think I'm pretty sure I did that.
Sucks, bro.
Yeah,
Sucks to suck.
sometimes
You
that's
should have gave him the stiff arm. Instead, you conceded.
yeah. Well, on that note, let's go ahead and
I'm
dig
so
in
mad.
to some hot toppings here. We've got some good fun stories here.
Fuck you, Brad.
Yeah.
Tyler, you can't get a head start.
This is
All right.
No, he's
Oh,
literally
look
he's
at
looking
this
at
guy. All right.
himself. Holy.
Jesus.
All right, so the first hot topping here is we have a bodybuilder here who has announced
Actually, Tyler.
that he is divorcing
No.
his sex doll wife and he's moving on with someone new.
That's
sex
Is
Is
doll.
it another sex doll?
His sex doll
It
does
is another
appear
sex
to
doll.
be Japanese. Based
think
off of
just
her
the-
attire and stuff.
The lingerie she's wearing makes her look Japanese.
the
And,
head-
she's
and
got
the
some nipple
headdress as
tassels
well.
as well.
Yeah, she does.
So
The
here's what
sex
happened.
doll has 100,000 followers?
Yeah, so this guy has 100,000
Oh,
followers because people have been like following along. His name is Yuri Tolochko. He is from
Tyler Pavlik
he's from Kazakhstan.
from Kalamazoo.
It's not me.
And he has claimed so he gathered some news earlier on this year because he announced he had this public that he's marrying this sex doll. She broke down just before Christmas.
Hold on, Tyler can't read shit.
I can't.
He is trying so hard.
I'm trying to get a head start here on the story.
He can't see anything.
Zoom in on those eyes.
Yeah, let me put it in a bigger font.
I really can't read it though.
So his sex doll wife Margot, she broke down. She had to go back to into the shop to get repaired. And he was really kind of like torn up on this. He has moved on to someone new. He has found Lola.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Lola has
Did you
a
read the
woman's.
bottom?
Yeah, that's just I just got to that. Oh my God.
Here's what it says: Lola has a woman's head, a chicken's body. The navel has depth and can be used as a vagina and penis inserted into it. He says he'll show his followers one day. He identifies her
One day?
as a massive chicken.
She sounds hot.
Fuck.
She sounds hot.
What? I don't know.
God, there's some crazy.
Is it a?
I
is
don't
it
know.
A skinned, just a skin chicken?
It's like a rubber chicken.
So he says.
Oh, here we go.
So he goes. He says he has some kind of chicken experiment. He says he really liked, and he decided he wanted that kind of sex toy. He says.
I want to know. Wait, we brushed past that. He said, "Remember my chicken experiment?" ?
Yeah.
So I really liked it.
I don't know what it was.
What the fuck was that, dude? Did
It
you
must
fuck
have
a
been
chicken?
in high
know.
school. He was
fucked a chicken.
He
dissecting
fucked
a
a chicken.
chicken.
I
Fucked
don't
it
know
in front of his friends.
what it is, but he ended his post with P.S. We broke up with Margot. I'm not ready to talk about the reasons for the divorce yet. We know the reasons. She broke down, dude.
Broke down, dude. You were too rough.
God, yeah.
Please Photoshop Tyler's face on this.
Please do not. Please do not.
But yeah,
He
no, this
looks like a
really-
normal-looking guy.
Can we get an iPad out here so Tyler can actually read and stay along with us?
But she's just wearing a raincoat.
Yeah, I don't know because he's gone out in public with her. He's takes
Can't look
pictures
like-
with her.
Can't look like a chicken body.
But
that would be weird.
Here's what's going on. He decided that he can have several wives because that tradition exists.
Because robots.
Yeah, you're just with sex dolls, dude.
I got acquainted online with another sex doll. Explain that process.
He decided.
Amazon, bro. Amazon.
Yeah, so he apparently got a sex doll from Moscow, and they didn't let him out of the airport because of the quarantine. So that kind of explains why there's a picture here of him in the airport with a sex doll.
That's not in the
Just-
airport.
That's
She
not
is
the
naked.
airport. That is a bathtub.
Very weird. Yeah, now there's also because he likes to take some like real artsy like pictures with
He's
the
not a
the
bad
sex
looking
dolls.
guy.
That's what I'm saying. He looks pretty normal.
Yeah, he's a normal
Except
looking
for
guy.
he fucks chickens.
That's the craziest thing.
And sex dolls.
She
He
ident-
looks in love right there.
He's
looks
very
in-
happy with his setup.
He looks
He's
constipated.
content with
No,
what's
he
going
looks
on in his
constipated.
life. That's not the
Like,
chicken
at what
one.
point are you allowed to draw the line and be like, that's fucking weird? Like, I feel like, you're supposed to be open-minded and stuff, but, like, I feel like this is friggin' weird,
I mean, I think the second he said, remember my chicken experiment, is when you can go, hell,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Is this weirder than the luggage girl who married the suitcase? Or the
a luggage girl. She worked with
So that was a
luggage.
story that we had, I think, on your episode, right?
I don't know. I remember listening to it while I was
Or
at
maybe
the
it was
gym.
Tara's episode. But we had a person who came on the she married a suitcase,
A
essentially.
woman married a suitcase.
And she just named it Elliot, I think. She was really into this
Oh, that's a
suitcase.
nice name.
All the names in the world, you pick Elliot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I offered you $150,000 to legally change your name to Tanner, would you?
Brad would, yeah.
Yeah, Tanner's a badass name. Brad is a dick name.
Bread. That's why we call you Bread.
That's why I
I'd probably do it for
Brad.
$150K, yeah.
Fuck
Would you?
yeah, I'd be Tanner. Maybe Tanner 1, Tanner
Yeah, for
2.
that amount.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
for that
not?
amount of money.
Eric's Tanner
I don't
3.
have to tell anybody, right? Like I don't have
You
to.
do have to respond to it.
I don't have to announce.
So I have to
people.
officially, I have to only
Yeah.
start responding to Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd still
Tyler
do
and
it.
Tanner are not super different. Both start with end with ER, start with
Yeah,
T.
you're fine.
People probably wouldn't even notice.
What if Tara left you over it? What if she was like, I can't marry a
Ouch.
Tanner?
Tara likes some weird names, though, so she'd probably be all right. We go through baby book names every once in a while. I'll be like, man,
Here we go.
what?
Hunter.
She likes the female name Emery.
I like Emery. Band's great.
I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good band. Good band.
She likes the
okay.
female name for a girl, Evergreen Terrace.
Why are you
Is she
naming metal? He knows one metal band in the entire world. He goes, I'm gonna name it my daughter.
Isn't that the street the Simpsons live on?
Is it?
I think so.
thought it was
It's a
just a
death
metal
metal
band.
Is that
Yeah.
for sure something
Death
she
metal.
wants to name the child? Is Evergreen
Emery?
Terrace?
No, we have like
That's just a joke.
we got like a top like 5 for each gender that we can.
What's
pick
number
from.
one?
For her or for him?
She likes the name
Brian.
Jace for a boy. That's her favorite name for a guy.
Jace.
Jace. Jace.
Isn't that one of the Teen Mom kids' names?
Yeah, Janelle's mom.
Janelle.
Janelle's
Janelle.
son. I see you with that Kiefer.
He was smoking the reefer.
Head is
Yeah.
falling. He's losing it.
Yeah, Brad, you got to be careful.
Brad has
is in
broken the chair twice today with
this.
fucking
This is
big
almost
rump.
number third.
The chair Brad is in is not.
Janelle,
because
look at all
he
those
broke it.
hickeys all over your damn neck, all over your friggin' neck.
That was my favorite thing to watch on Teen Mom
So
was Janelle's story.
That
She was the most
Janelle.
Stop
fascinating.
watching
Yeah.
Teen Mom.
I never. Yeah. Well, I wasn't watching it.
We
on
all
purpose.
watched it.
It was my girlfriend at the time who was really into it, and I was like, I'm only watching this with you because I want to see some Janelle.
No.
Janelle Drama.
Yeah,
Drama.
that is where the excitement is. That's when the yelling starts.
Yeah.
I want Brad to fall so bad.
He
That'd be
almost just
fun.
did and caught himself, but
I wouldn't mind falling.
He was at that pivotal
I fell twice
point.
already. Crowd. I fell twice already. But he was in the other room. I was able to roll backwards.
Yeah.
Very agile.
Breaks his collarbone again.
However,
Oh,
here there's this big ass pepperoni pizza.
yeah, you're not falling far. You're not falling.
I mean,
far.
I'm not falling far, but I'll dent the fuck out of your wall, Eric.
That's fine. When you own a
Really?
house, you can dent some walls. It doesn't
You're
matter.
not. You should knock down the wall.
And just have a super living room.
Yes.
No,
this is a load-bearing wall.
It probably.
I
Knock
would
it
probably at
down.
least have to have like
I
a
imagine-
post or maybe that wall.
Yeah.
There's no way that wall is not load-bearing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
There's
Oh
some
my
sounds.
god.
All right, so but if you had
Performing.
going back to the story here, if you had to marry
No.
an inanimate object, is
No.
sex doll the best option?
Yeah, for
What the
sure.
fuck else are you gonna marry?
A
It would have
toaster?
to
A
be
lamp?
I guess if you're a guy,
I love lamp.
Inanimate objects. A sex doll at least has most of the parts that a woman's got.
The parts-
Maybe
the parts
base-
that you need.
But
yeah.
only with
Design-
a chicken body.
designed to look like a woman as well. I'll probably take the standard female human body, not the chicken body.
Yeah, you don't want the massive chicken.
This is a lot like the guy that's got his house full of like pool toys, like blown up pool toys that he's married to or in love with.
I haven't heard that
bunch
story.
of
What the fuck are you
blow-up
talking
ones.
about?
He must take a lot of.
There's just some weirdos out there. Fuck.
There is.
There is.
Humans are interesting.
There are some weirdos. All right,
This
let's.
is why I hate so many people. What the fuck are we doing right now?
People are
You're
weird. There's a lot of
being
people out there.
intolerant.
We are marrying suitcases.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what has to happen in your life because I've never come close to seeing any inanimate object like that. Could be my wife.
I feel like either you're
You
just
know?
like
When you find a
born
real one,
super
it's hard
crazy.
to let
Someone's
that
gonna
go,
be
you know?
weird.
or you went through some crazy trauma. Maybe suitcase related trauma.
You just really like suitcases.
She
I don't
was
know.
like shoved into a suitcase as a child or something. Now she's fixated.
It's just rubbed on it just right.
I don't know. I don't know. All right. All right. On that note, let's go into the next hot topping here. So a couple broke into a
Hell yeah.
movie theater, and they had some popcorn, and then decided to have sex.
Is this during
I mean,
COVID
yeah, that's what
times?
you would do.
This happened recently. A Russian couple took advantage of lockdown restrictions by breaking into
18th,
an empty cinema. They helped themselves to popcorn and drinks, and then had sex in the theater.
If it's deserted, why is there still popcorn and drinks in there?
Why is the
I
cameras
think it's just
rolling
the.
too?
Well, I mean, they always have the security footage
It's just
rolling
deserted for the
just in
night.
case.
I
Yeah,
bet
it's
they-
just it's just shut down because of the COVID stuff. So they spent like the whole night just hanging out in this cinema. The security cameras caught it all. They had sex inside the movie theater and then snuck out the next morning. A spokesperson for the movie theater said that they had respectfully cleaned up after themselves before they left.
That's so nice of
They
him.
jizzed in a popcorn bucket.
According
Yeah.
Maybe.
They used their own butter.
And so this is so you'd think like, all right, like there's like they're trying to get these people. They're trying to
No.
track them
Why
down
would you?
to like throw them in jail or something,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
at least fine them. No, the cinema is offering them free tickets to a free screening for being so considerate and cleaning up after themselves.
Nice.
I mean, he did wear a mask.
We can't go off
That
of
was
much
nice of
right
him.
He
here.
does have a
but
mask on.
He
That's
has a mask on.
the way they look in the photo, it looks like they're on a date. It looks like there should be somebody.
they're cute.
working
They're having
there.
a cute Russian
they're
date.
being
Cute.
They're having a cute Russian date.
They're
So
putting butter in halfway. I mean, the
There's
popcorn's
no
not
way
full,
he did
they're
not
doing
cut a
it
hole in the
proper
bottom
way.
of that popcorn bucket and shove his dick in. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you're gonna have sex in a movie theater, do it that way.
Does it show
I
up?
feel like you could only get a hand job that way. I feel like you can't make love with a bucket in between you and the person.
well, it depends on how large your penis is and the size
Have
of
you
the
had
bucket.
sex in a movie theater?
No.
Done anything
Matter
sexual in
of
a movie
fact.
theater?
Have you?
No.
I have made out
Never?
in a movie theater.
That's it?
Yeah.
I've kissed a
Grow
girl
the
on the
fuck
mouth.
up.
Not done
Loser.
anything
Ryan, what have you done? What have you done? Spill
Yeah,
the beans.
Ryan.
Vaginal?
You've done the business?
Oral?
I've been with a lady.
Whoa. Whoa. Can you say which theater? Can you say the details? What's going... How long ago was this, at least?
Tyler worked there.
Whoa.
This movie theater is located
Was he
on
on
7
duty?
Mile and Haggerty.
Was
Tyler
he on
had to
duty
clean up
while you were doing
afterwards.
the duty?
Yikes.
Oh, okay. Now
Those
it's all coming back to me now.
That's
yeah.
interesting because those are like very upright seats.
Yeah.
Those are the rigid
You
seats.
never
They're
sat
not
in the back of the movie
weren't
theater and just heard
recliners.
some crazy shit going on?
No.
Oh.
Never got the opportunity.
I went to go see like Freddy versus Jason. I look over and I'm just like, oh.
So what was that, 2006?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, those are the young days when you're getting after it.
The good old
Were you
days.
respectful and cleaned up after yourself?
Yeah.
And the theater offered you free tickets for the next
No,
time you showed
absolutely
up?
no.
These people, like,
If anything, they
genuinely
overcharged
didn't
me.
want to cause any harm. They just wanted to see a damn movie.
They're looking for some excitement.
The thing is, they didn't even see a
Yeah, no, they
movie.
struck it. They weren't playing any
They just
movies.
wanted
just wanted to just
wanted
bang
they're
in the theater.
exhibitionists, yeah. Just want to have some sex
But
in,
they're on a
in an
date.
exotic
They're
location.
being all cute and stuff.
Why does it cost $20 to see a movie?
I couldn't tell you.
What the fuck?
I couldn't tell
They
you.
do. They just bend you over in the concession stand.
Hey, can I get one?
That's
ticket?
what
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
$700.
You know, yeah, $10.50.
Oh, a small popcorn, $5 now. Okay, well, sure. How much is a large? Oh, $7.50. All right.
Yeah, for popcorn.
Those kernels cost them 20.
If you
for
buy a bag of
legitimate-
popcorn at the store, it's like 80 cents.
Dude, they get these 40-pound bags that you dump into the top of the popper, and I swear to God, this 40-pound bag probably costs them $10, and they probably make 200 small popcorns that they sell for
Damn.
$5 a piece. So they're probably making. I would say the profit margin is legitimately
$7 million.
probably like
It's got to be 10.
95%.
I think that's where they make their money on. That's what really keeps them afloat more than the movies themselves. It's the concession stand that they are, jacking up those prices because you're locked into buying whatever drinks and food they have there. It's not like they
Smuggle.
You can smuggle in, but they, if you want.
Oh, hey.
What's going on,
Oh.
Sorry
Brad?
about that, boys.
All right.
Jeez.
Viewers at home.
But yeah, no, that's where they make the money.
Everything he's doing right now is pissing me off. He's holding a mug for no reason. He's got the microphone out here.
So
up
take a sip.
here.
That's Brad.
Just doing this now.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Just be careful on that
whatever.
He's gonna break the chair.
All right.
Jeez.
All right, boys.
But no, can you imagine? That's why this story has gone kind of viral here, is because the theater is just not angry about this at all. They're like, hey, thanks for cleaning up after yourself. You would think something like this happens, and there's a hunt for them.
You could have left a major.
In America, you would be crucified for this. Yeah. But
did they even
in
break
Russia, they're a little chiller.
Yeah.
They don't care so much as long as you don't break anything.
I bet the theater left the door open. It doesn't look like they're the type to break into a place.
He's wearing a mask.
Dude, the manager probably watched the security video and was like, these are some good-looking people.
What the fuck?
Get them some free
They don't mean any
tickets.
harm.
I want these people to come back.
Encourage them.
They're just escaping mom and dad's house for an afternoon.
Yeah, but if you had some uggos come through, you'd be like, we gotta
throw the book at them.
We gotta get them in
sex offender list, public indecency.
We gotta get them in jail. Yikes.
Chemical castration.
Okay. All right. The last hot topping we had is what I've described as some of the worst news you can. A man's penis swelled 3 times bigger after it broke during passionate sex.
At least it was passionate.
At least it got 3 times bigger.
Imagine not being passionate.
Imagine having an 18. Imagine having an 18-inch dick. Is it 3 times the length or 3 times the girth?
I don't know.
PP7.
That's pretty good pee-pee.
Yeah, swelled 3 times bigger. Imagine that, 6 inches. That's
3 times
huge.
bigger. Yeah. You took my joke.
That's gotta hurt like a
That was
motherfucker.
All right, so Andy and Bree, they were on a trip, pulled over at a gas station for a little bit of some hanky-panky.
Why a gas
He
station?
suffered a penile fracture while having sex.
The size of
They
my
were
forearm.
they were inside. They just did it like inside their truck. It turned out that he just broke his penis. He says, quote, I looked down to see my penis was about the size of my forearm. I see blood pouring out of my penis, and it's not stopping. It was absolute 10 out of 10 on the pain scale. No one wants to look at their penis.
I will puke right now.
Didn't see that. Yeah.
Yikes.
I will puke.
Jesus, that's horrible.
Can we see it?
No.
Honestly, if they did have a picture of it, I probably would
see
be
that
inclined to
man's
look
gonna
at it.
They apparently recreated the moment for TLC's Sex Sent Me to the ER, which is where
better not miss this
story comes from. I don't think they did the actual moment, but they
What's up with his neck?
they
Here's
ended
my
up
thing is these people look to be in like maybe their early 40s. Like,
That's
are
not
you?
their 40s?
How old do you think they are?
34.
Dude, that's how old we are. They are older than us.
yeah,
I
late
am not
30s maybe.
34.
I think 40 years old is my guess. Either way, it's like, how are you still that horny?
They don't say
You
how
gotta pull over on the side of the road to screw. You can't wait to get to the hotel that night. You know, like you're that worked up. Good Lord.
They don't say how long ago this was, so that maybe this happened in their younger age.
Okay.
But apparently, it took them 45 minutes to drive to the nearest hospital after. That is an excruciating 45 minutes.
It's swelled
Hold
up
my
2
breath
times the
as I
size.
wish for death.
She's got,
Hold my
she
dick
took
as
her
I wish for
Please,
death.
God help me.
Yikes.
Fix my dick.
So they get to the hospital. The doctor tells Andy he suffered a fractured penis and has ruptured his right tunica albuginea.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
In order to repair it through the surgery, they have to break the other side. Ouch. And the surgical correction would mean shortening has to be made.
He's got a 3-inch dick.
Damn.
So he has lost some length here. If they don't break the other side, then the penis won't be straight when it's a boner city. So
Ooh, okay. That
wouldn't
makes
want
a little bit
that.
of an interesting
Little
question.
zigzag dick.
Would you rather lose 2 inches or have it curve a bit?
How far is
2
a
inches.
bit?
If
Are
I
we
lose
talking
2
like
inches,
A,
I'm losing a lot.
are we talking like a 30-degree pitch, or are we talking
Zigzag?
I don't know.
45?
Maybe like this.
What is that?
that's not
What
too
is
much of a
that?
curve.
Looks straight to me.
Keep curving your hand. We'll tell you when it's
We'll
you
tell
don't
you
want
when to
that.
stop.
You don't
I'll
want
tell you when to
that.
stop.
Oh,
Keep going.
this.
Keep going.
I'm fine with that. Keep going.
Keep going.
Oh,
All right,
90-degree bend.
Oh.
you don't
I think
want that.
I'd take the curve over the loss
90
of
degrees
inches.
or 2 inches? I'm taking the 90.
He says, no man ever wants to hear that the doctor has taken some length of your piece of manhood. Yeah, dude.
Doesn't that mean they had to cut it off? Like it had to be.
She was.
Yeah, how else would you
Shit.
do it? Yeah, that's got to be it.
I don't know, man. But I have to imagine she was on top.
Keep it in.
That's
Yeah,
that's when
the
these
only way.
accidents happen.
boys and girls.
'Cause, man, we have,
keep
like,
it
a
in the bedroom.
Certain
We
sensory
know,
perception.
yeah,
We're
we
about
know
to
where we're
come
at.
out too far, and yeah, It's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's how that happens, I imagine.
Yeah, you don't want that at all. I never ever want to break my penis.
Who's better looking, the guy or the girl here?
Neither.
I think the guy's all right.
They're a good match, I
No.
think. They're
Yeah,
just.
handsome
I personally
fella.
say the guy's personally a bit better looking.
I think they're balanced well.
They're both 4 out of 10s. Add them together, they're an 8.
Ryan, you have always been very harsh in your ratings.
Absolutely.
brutally hard.
Ever-
Take 2 inches from his neck or her forehead. You could. Jesus. Her face looks like a thumb. I don't know why, but it's a thumb.
it does.
And now that I say that, you guys go, oh, yeah, it's a thumb.
That's
Yeah, it
kinda
really
like
does.
a thumb.
I hate everything I'm looking at.
Her eyes are huge and his are really small.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think they're a good match for each other.
I like
His
hairdo.
head?
I know.
You just said I like his head.
No, I said I think they are a good match for each other.
Yeah, they're both ugly.
Yeah, but they're
They
like
go well
equally.
Slightly below average looking people.
What's up with his shirt?
Sure, it's like the least of the
Yeah, I
problems
don't
here.
know.
Yeah, their shirts are fine.
You're being far too critical. His shirt is a shirt.
That's the thing I was trying to say. Ryan, you've always, like, as long as I've known you, whenever we talk about, like, people and their good looks and what you rate them, you've always been, like, very harsh. Like, you have a very tough scale.
Odd scale.
If any, I have an opinion about everything, and my opinion is always right.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know about that. Brad, you're like
Always.
the opposite. You're like, I feel like in your mind, you're like, yeah, a 10.
Everything's great. In my
Everything-
mind,
that looks
everything
great.
is great.
No, Brad always sees the bright side. I always see the
He's
bad
attract-
side.
I'm
Absolutely.
pessimist as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pessimist.
No,
They're
I
ugly
like,
as fuck, and they need to know.
God,
Yes, there's no way for them to change.
They're
without
not that
knowing
bad looking.
what
They're
they're-
they're both thin people here. They just got some faces.
They probably do, but they're the couple that goes to the gym together, and they're loving.
Not to mention they
loving it
picked
up.
this picture, like they neither one of them look ready for this picture. They could.
No, it looks like it's just a screenshot from the show. Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't
that's
look
probably
like
what
they're
it is.
Maybe those
necessarily.
aren't even the people. Maybe
Pick
those
a
are the
flattering
actors that are
picture.
depicting them.
No,
Nah, true. It's
that's the.
they're giving interviews and shit. A&E.
Maybe they're at
yeah,
focus
Yeah,
point
they're
getting
that's
talking
pictures.
about it.
it is.
Jeez. But yeah, that's the injury. You don't want that.
No.
You
Yeah, no, I. No.
Back in the day, before they had surgery to fix you know this happened to the prehistoric man. And he walked around with a bent, broken dick for the rest of his life.
and he just dealt with it.
Jerry and his broken dick.
Excruciating.
And it was so painful.
Excruciating.
For sure.
To pee. You know?
Trying to hide it behind his
Everything.
skirt,
The whole.
but it just keeps poking out because it's just so lefty or righty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People need to
Right.
appreciate that we live in today's society with technology and medicine.
Where they can
Imagine
fix
being
you.
the prehistoric man with this.
Imagine not being able to fix ugly.
Well,
Imagine that.
they can kind of do that now.
They try. They try.
They can certainly make you look better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know of that real world Ken doll or whatever? The guy that gets all those plastic
Yeah.
surgeries?
Yeah.
Got like 1,000 plastic surgeries or something like
looks
that.
He's
bizarre.
ugly as fuck.
Yeah,
Just
he
had
looks
his legs
bizarre.
totally
Terrible.
redone. In,
There's
in
a
one
lot of
episode.
people like that. There's a
I
lot
can't
of
stand it.
people.
I feel like
Honestly.
that's why you don't do plastic surgeries. You get too hooked on it, like tattoos or piercings. You get hooked on like the modification you're making, and then you turn yourself into a freak
Yeah.
with too much of
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You one or two things, maybe you look normal and okay. You start going overboard.
Yeah.
You look bizarre.
People with tattoos are ugly.
I think people with too many tattoos don't look good.
Whoa.
Personal opinion.
Tyler's mad because he got a tattoo
Personal opinion.
back in when he was 18, and now it's the size of this big on his fucking arm.
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah,
quarter.
he
on his
gained-
arm.
he gained
Jacked
some-
like a
he
mother-
gained
Before he
some
started
weight.
lifting
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
now.
Didn't think it through.
That's why I'm not getting any arm tattoos. 'Cause I have the
plan on
arms of a
beefing up one
no, I have
day,
the
or-
arms of a
You didn't want your-
13-year-old.
You didn't want your tattoo
Yeah.
to shrink?
Yeah.
But you're kind of. You told me once that you're considering, like, what if you got jacked one day?
What if I get jacked?
He talks about it all the
I'd be
time.
happy for you.
Let's jack you up,
I'd
bro.
love to see it. I'd love to
Jacked
see
as
it.
fuck.
I would love to
Let's
see
jam
it.
together.
You imagine Ryan at like sitting at 250.
What's your bench press?
No, I cannot.
What's your PR on bench press?
Probably Super Tyler 315.
315. That's pretty good.
Ah,
315's
I don't
weird.
know about 315. 315 is what? 345-pound plates?
3 plates on each side. Yeah.
What do you think?
Eh.
120? You think you could do?
At least, yeah.
What's up?
135.
At least, yeah.
Oh man, I don't know about that.
If I set my mic down, go get your weightlifting bench. Bring it in here.
Yeah, we could do it. We got
You
weights.
think that's the easier move? I go get the weightlifting bench
Bring it in
instead of
here.
we just walk it
All
down
the way-
there.
10 trips to get these weights.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'll carry them up the stairs. 'Cause I can.
You'll carry your camera downstairs watching me do it.
We'll do
Yeah.
just a live
Bring it back
stream.
up
Here we go.
1 rep maxes.
Yeah.
1 rep max. Let's find
max.
out about it. No. Would you ever do plastic surgery,
No.
Brad?
No, I would never.
I got a fat fucking nose, but whatever.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
you
viewers can
pull
see
it
from
off.
the side angle of you.
Tyler, would you do plastic surgery?
Yeah.
I would do realistically if they found a way to make you taller without just like doing that thing where they like break your legs and put
stretch
the
us.
rods in there. So
Stretch
you
you on that
so you just have
machine.
some
It takes like a
long
year.
ass legs. If they found a way to make it like proportionate, where my like back would get longer and I could gain like 5-6 inches, I would 100% do that.
5-6 inches.
If I could get up to 6
He
foot,
gains 5.
6'1".
Yeah, he would be 6 foot if he gains 5
Brad
to
says
6
6'5".
inches.
I am 5'8".
5'8".
6'1" would be
My
5
math adds up
inches.
pretty
That would be
good.
your height.
Have you ever lied to a woman about how tall you are,
I will put like 5'9" on Tinder back in the day.
Eric?
I put 5'10".
What are you?
5'9".
Damn.
Brad?
But on the dating apps I do, I am
reason
listed
to
at
lie. You got
5'9".
no reason
There's
in the front,
you got
baby.
6. You don't need to.
No.
It's weird how often you see dating profiles where it's like, if your height starts with a 5, swipe left.
And it's like, hey,
Jerk.
you know what? You're entitled to that opinion, but that fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I make 50K.
yeah. Like
Yeah, eat that. In your face.
I work
My-
6 days a week.
my dream salary, $80,000.
$1,000 a year.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Hopefully this has been a good fun
It
episode
hasn't been.
for people to. We'll find out. We'll
I've
find out.
enjoyed myself.
I like this.
thoroughly.
This was a good time.
Yeah.
Some,
Graphic though, I would not let your children listen to this.
This is a mature rated podcast.
vulgar as fuck.
We always use F words and stuff anyway.
Yeah,
though, so.
true.
Yeah.
We'll beat the shit out
But
of you.
this is more. This is talking about crooked peni and stuff like that.
You hear
Sex
Rachel's
dolls.
episode though? Jesus. Talk about
Oh yeah.
inappropriate.
Shitting in pants. Stuff like that.
You shit your pants?
Oh my.
Yeah,
Have you
it's-
shit yourself as
I mean,
an adult?
pants.
Had Rachel horror
Like
stories
shit
from
pans.
work, so yeah, she had some
Have you
good.
shit
Yeah.
yourself as an adult?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had a little bit come out once. It was not fun.
In fact, today Megan
not
was
good.
grooming me a little bit and had me sit on the toilet while I was doing it. I was wearing pants. And I turned on the fucking bidet to get my own butthole
Wait,
wet
what?
with pants on.
Why?
Just to weird her out a little bit.
Yeah,
It
that
was great.
worked. I'm sure.
She was like trimming my eyebrows. Right? I don't know if you can tell.
No.
No, you can't tell.
You look
looks
great.
good.
Have you ever
So
trimmed
wait.
your eyebrows?
I've had the barber do it. Yeah. I got
Really?
bushy eyebrows,
Never done
man.
that.
I've never.
I have bushy eyebrows.
I've never.
I've never.
Brad, you just blasted yourself in your pants
I
with
was
a
wearing
bidet,
pajama pants, like gray ones too, not even like
He's
black.
got a wet stain on his
Yeah.
and you did it on purpose,
Yeah.
Oh.
just
I
for
was, I
comedy.
mean, I was taking them
What
off. I was
the
gonna get in the shower
fuck?
anyway. I gave myself this fresh dew.
Weird flex.
I was getting in the shower anyway. I was like, let's weird out this lady who's just pushing herself on me to cut
Weird
my
out
eyebrows.
This
So I was like,
lady.
oh, you see that? And then I bent over.
Hey,
so
you
she
hear
could see
that?
the backside like I had a poopy diaper.
Oh.
Great. It was
Oh.
great.
Foul.
You know what the best part is?
Oopsie.
Brad's married.
Brad's been married for 5 years.
She thinks it.
It's the only one of us that is married.
There is something I'm doing that I'm doing right, and I love her for it.
When
I
you
love
figure
her
it
for
out,
loving
let me know.
that thing.
Yikes.
Let me know.
Okay.
What's it like having legs?
Wouldn't you like to know? All right, that's gonna wrap it up. I ask all our guests at the end of every episode, do you have anything you would like to promote or recommend? Whoever wants to start, if you got something you'd like to promote or recommend, something you've heard or seen lately, maybe whatever.
I
you
don't
like.
have anything to promote this time, but however, women have been making their way into fantasy football for years now.
What
And
Here we go.
Fuck.
you three,
I'm interested in this.
You three.
Yeah.
I've got to give a little shout out right now to the
Oh,
lady,
fuck off.
Megan Edmonds, who smoked your asses in fantasy football.
That's where I thought that was
this
going.
season.
Yeah, she did beat us.
I'll
Women
edit
are
that
making
out.
their way into the scene, and you guys better watch out. She is coming to the big league.
Great job, Megan.
Bam!
All right.
Your wife is better than you at fantasy football.
Yeah,
maybe.
that is true, Brad.
No,
She
it's
would
not
have beaten
maybe.
you too.
She would have.
Tyler, do you have anything you'd like to promote or recommend?
Oh, yeah. Buy some Bitcoin. You'll thank me.
Even now with it being at like its inflated price, because it's been pretty
Yeah,
high lately.
I do think it'll go through a reduction, maybe down to about 35, 40 grand. But then from there, I think the next step is 100,000.
One coin
So-
is 40 grand.
One coin right now is close to 60,000.
Yeah, right now the prices are up, so it's like it doesn't seem like the right time to enter the market.
See, I feel like
if
everyone
you jump
will
in
get
and it's
cold
like
feet
20,
though,
30.
and they're like, 40, maybe
Sell while
35.
it's
Everyone's
high.
got that like that number in mind, I feel like, just have a little bit of faith. It'll hit 100K. It'll be at 100K. You bought in at 50K. You'll be like, look at that, I doubled my money.
You'll be happy to see it.
How many coins you got? You got a full coin?
No, I wish.
He
That's like the
wishes.
goal. And before this run, it was possible, but now it's almost impossible.
You got any GameStop?
I bought 2 shares of GameStop and did sell them when they plummeted, and then they went back up. But I did not FOMO back in.
FOMO.
Ryan, do you have anything you'd like to promote or recommend?
Go the speed limit.
Okay, cool.
That's-
I do like that.
That's what you like to.
That's a
I
good
feel
one.
like your recommendation is go above the speed limit.
Go at least the speed limit.
You probably get
Go
pissed off
double
at
the
people
speed
that
limit.
are going.
No, I really do. On Southfield, I'm literally going double the speed limit.
You lose your mind over some drivers.
Get the fuck.
Yeah, I'm with you though.
Yes.
Move, bitch.
It's annoying,
Get
when
out
you want to haul ass and
If
go
you're-
fast, and you're just stuck behind.
If you're in
like
the far
3
right lane,
cars or
that is
whatever.
speed limit.
Yeah.
If you are in the middle lane, that is just above. If you're in the left lane, get the
Haul
fuck out
ass.
of my way.
Yeah, really.
What
If
time
I'm
do you
past-
drive home
move.
from work?
Haul ass.
I like to think
Time
of
you
it.
drive home from work. You work midnight, so you're probably driving home during rush hour.
Yeah, it's not.
morning traffic.
On the way there, though.
Gravy.
Probably perfect, right?
Gravy.
Well, you said what? You get off at like 11, 12?
Yeah. But on
Yeah,
the
so
way
you're on
there,
lunch
Not bad.
traffic.
Yeah, lunch.
yeah,
traffic.
You're
on
on
the way
lunch
there though,
traffic.
at 1 in the morning. Who's on the road at 1 in the morning?
Don't stop at
No
a fucking
one.
McDonald's.
You got
You'll be all right.
free.
Exactly.
You got freedom at
Yeah,
1 in the
it's
morning.
Quite nice.
I actually go faster on the way home for some reason. I don't know.
Well, because you're excited to get home.
Yeah, actually.
You're excited to
Get home
get
and
to your
do
own
absolutely nothing.
toilet.
To Snapchat my cats.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and also, Sean, I
Yeah?
apologize about what we just did to your
Scene.
podcast. Sorry,
CN.
buddy.
Jacked it. Scene. Yeah, scene.
I think it's
Come
CN.
take your podcast back.
Sion. Sion.
Do you think let's GoFundMe money for Sean to legally change his name to the proper way to spell
To
Sean?
scene. Yeah.
Does it really take money?
It does
I
cost
think
money, I
it's-
think. to
No,
change
but
your
I'm
name.
saying like if I
yeah,
tell
it's got
Sean,
to.
hey, we'll give you 20 grand to like put an H in there somewhere.
What if it's
And an-
SHEAN?
And a W.
Say Sheehan. Sheehan.
Sheen.
Sheehan.
Your name is Sheen now.
Yeah, you don't want that.
If you could change your name
Jimmy
to anything,
Neutron's
what name
friend.
would you pick?
When I was a kid, I always loved the name Christopher.
Okay.
Really?
Would you go by Chris though?
Yeah, obviously I would go by Chris.
What about
but
Topher?
Topher.
No.
No, stupid.
Would never.
Hipster.
100 grand to change your name to Topher.
No.
Nah, that's stupid.
Well, actually, yeah, I would for 100 grand, but it was funny. There's a funny bit on the show Nathan for You where he needed.
Fuck is that?
It's a show that was used to be on Comedy Central, but he had he.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. I got to do it. I got to take a piss.
Right at the end.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right,
tried resisting.
I'll just wrap it up.
See ya.
Oh shit! All right, let's
But
start
they
up
did,
episode. It's 60.
Actually feels
of
better
Episode
now.
Oh,
Life.
but no, on the show they had a. They were looking for someone that they needed to change their name, and they ended up paying someone like $1,400 to change their name. That was what they found on Craigslist.
1,400.
Yeah, somebody was like, was asked to like, hey, like how much would you like to change your name? And he did not negotiate very hard. It is a very funny clip. Nathan for You, I recommend. That is a show I recommend. If you get the opportunity to see it, go watch it. It is
It's a damn
very
good
good.
recommendation.
Thank you. And
A
so
lot
we'll
of
wrap it up
paperwork
there.
that goes into that, though.
Yeah.
Changing your name.
Yeah, you think you would have negotiated harder.
Is this
He did not.
is this a bottom 5 episode?
Maybe. It might be. We'll find out.
We'll find out next time.
We'll find out. I think the views should be solid, though. We'll find out. Let us know what you guys think. You can email us at apmlpod@gmail.com. You can find us on all the socials. Make sure on YouTube you're hitting like and subscribe, all that good stuff. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram. We're at A Pizza My Life Pod.
Welcome back.
And on
bought this.
Twitter,
I
here
bought this.
at APML Pod.
I bought that.
Tyler shows up right at the very end. And
I'm back.
Better
good
than
timing. Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Pass Zajac and
See you
be on the
guys.
way. Goodbye.
I had to pee so bad I almost had an erection.
Brendan Fraser.